As a high school writer only knowing the 5-paragraph essay format entering into a college writing course, I had absolutely no confidence in myself or my work. College writing strongly discourages the 5-paragraph essay format. Throughout RIT 1110, I've created some experiences, goals, writing techniques, and most importantly, knowledge. Here are some clips that show my learning process throughout the semester. After having read the academic writing reading, I've jotted down some expectations that are detailed in this reading. Some of the myths about writing, for example, the paint by numbers myth, where some writers believe they must perform certain steps in a particular order to write correctly. Another example of the myth is writers start writing when they have everything figured out, which obviously is not true. Writers figure out much of what they write as they write. Another thing I learned in this reading is the academic writing situation. As it stated that communicating within the writing situation is the most important thing you should learn as a freshman. Another point that I jotted down was knowledge of research skills. College will require you to search for and find more in-depth info, the ability to read complex text. You'll need to think critically as you read. Academic writing is an argument. When it comes to writing, there's multiple different ways to do it. For one, the big one is Snapchat. So I just got a Snapchat from Jaron. He's the heart. Says, another way is, I'm just going to show you some other ways and considered writing. Letters. You can see this very well. You can do letters, you can do handwritten letters. Either is considered writing. Also like notes, let's say like in math, it's considered writing. Right here. So the math notes is considered writing. You can also consider things on packages being writing, like the lifesavers, or on bottles, like they all have writing. That's it.
In high school, I had previous experience with peer review. We didn't really have any guidelines or anything. We were just told to read over the person's paper and just tell them what was wrong. That's basically it.
So, after reading these 2 essays, some of the things I personally thought were important are in the Keith Grant Davey reading. He stated that the purpose of his essay is to review the original definitions of the term and its parts. Keith also stated, I will apply the concept of a rhetorical situation to reading or listening situations as well as to writing or speaking situations. What do I think writing is? I believe writing is not only one of the most used things in this world, but it's also just a way to express yourself. What do you think makes good writing? I think good writing is proper punctuation, correct grammar. As a high school writer only knowing the 5-paragraph essay format entering into a college course, I had absolutely no confidence in myself or my work. Throughout RIT 1110, I've created some experiences, goals, writing techniques, and most importantly, knowledge. Some experiences I've created was the peer feedback and the in-class discussions. The goals I'm going to transfer over are organizational skills, looking back through my notes, and asking my professor for help. The writing techniques I learned was MLA format, how to cite things manually, and how to put in-text citations correctly. And the knowledge I learned from this was to, from all the readings that we did about academic writing and how to read like a writer, everything with those readings really helped me understand what was actually important in writing. Now that the semester is coming to an end, I can now say that I am confident in myself and my work to move on to the next college writing class known as RIT 1120.